His star player tonight, Tyree, who gets 23 points. Now, let's be honest, a lot of that came in the first half. You had 19 of your 23. What was working so well, especially out of the gate for you tonight?
I think just transition, getting in transition and not letting them set up on their defense. That was the tough part. They threw a lot of guys at me, but just being able to go in transition, they can't get set up, and that really worked in the first half. So,
4 of the 5 starters, including yourself, played football together. I'm assuming that makes it a little easier. What's that chemistry like with these guys that you were, especially as a quarterback, throwing to or relying upon so much during football season?
It's huge. I mean, Samir, I threw to him. Kimmel was blocking for me. Jaden obviously was a running back and pretty much everything. So just knowing that they have my back and I have their back, I mean, that's huge on the court. You know, you got to know where guys are, and we just kind of have a feel for the game. In transition, we're always giving, and just unselfish play. And it's just great to have teammates that you play for, football and basketball. So.
There's a couple drives in that first half, a couple buckets that you scored, and just your reaction, you could tell this game meant a lot to you, a lot to your teammates, I'm sure, and especially with it being a section opponent and so early on in the season. How much did this matchup mean to you guys and your team, but also you individually?
I think as a team it meant a lot, and losing our first game it's tough in the section, so to come back and win at home, it's huge. And then for me, last year they beat us here, and that kind of drove me today, just playing harder and harder as hard as I could, knowing certain guys were here from last year, so that's really what drove me.
You really got to the lane at will tonight, especially in that first half. What were you seeing in that defense, and what were they doing to you that you were able to take full advantage of?
I think really just they had their first guy on me really close, so if I could get past him, then now I could just drive through, and that was really the big thing. They helped really well, but they just were never in true position to get in the lane, so it was always a foul or a layup every time. So.
I know you're still just a junior, but you started since your freshman year. You played in a WPIAL championship game, and you and Franco were the only real key contributors who returned from last year. Do you feel like you took on a bigger role during the offseason and now into the season as a leader on this squad?
I think so. Just playing with guys that haven't played in a long time, it's a lot harder, but at the same time, it's a motivation for us in the season. Everybody's doubting us, and so I think they feed off that and helping, bring it all together. That's kind of what I try to do, and Franco as well. So. Well,
lastly, what are the goals this season for GCC?
Just to win. Go to the championship. A lot of people don't think we will, but I have faith in us, and I think we can do it. So.
Well, you won tonight. Go enjoy this one. Congrats on the victory.
Appreciate it.
Congrats,
Thank
Tyree.
you.
Thanks for joining.
Tyree Turner.
Stop it.
23 points to lead the way, getting some love from his teammate, Jaden Kennedy.